Never change a running system? Not at Orbea. Even though the Orbea WILD has been one of the most successful e-mountain bikes of recent years, and also claimed victory in our major e-mountain bike group test 2 years in a row, the Basque manufacturer has completely overhauled their full power e-mountain bike for 2027. A purpose-tuned Avinox drive system and a radically one battery concept. But how does the new Orbea WILD LT perform on the trail? You have heard it right. The Orbea now has switched to the Avinox motor system. But if you know the Basque brand, you will know they rarely follow the mainstream. Rather than simply throwing together a bunch of off-the-shelf components, they've taken control of the motor characteristics themselves, giving the Avinox M2S motor their own RS tune through software-based adjustments. The goal? Not to build the bike with the highest wattage figures on paper, but to create a perfectly integrated overall package. We put the bike through its paces in the Spanish Pyrenees and tell you exactly how the new WILD LT performs. Let's take a closer look at the bike first. At first glance, the new WILD LT could pass for Orbea's analog Ryan enduro bike. The design language is sharply angular, elegant, and well proportioned. Despite the big 800 Wh battery housed in the down tube, nothing about it looks bulky. For a more personalized look, Orbea's extensive My O configurator covers everything from specifications to paint finish. But Orbea are delivering more than just good looks. They've also packed in plenty of smart solutions for the demands of hard trail riding. The robust motor cover is complemented by a protector that extends high up the frame, shielding the carbon from stone strikes. A sustainable shuttle guard protects the downturn tube from scratches when you transport the bike on a tailgate of your pickup. Meanwhile, a rubber protector between the main frame and the rear triangle prevents dirt and stones from getting trapped in the gap. When it comes to cable routing, you have two choices. Either through the headset for an ultra clean setup, or via traditional bolted cable ports into the frame for an easier maintenance. One neat feature is hidden in the rock link, a basic multi-tool with 2mm to 5mm Allen key that's secured into the linkage via magnets. Together with the 6mm Allen key integrated into the rear axle, it can get you out of plenty of trailside emergencies. But why has Orbea chosen Avinox? According to the Basque manufacturer, it's not because of the headline power figures, but because of the system's compact dimensions and high level of integration. Interestingly, Orbea added the RS designation to the Avinox M2S. While the hardware remains unchanged, Basque engineers have developed their own software tune. Why? Because according to Orbea, the standard Avinox M2S responded too slowly to deliver the trail performance they were aiming for. That's a fair point, because in order to make the motor's peak output of up to 1300 watts manageable, Avinox had to make the power delivery of the drive unit build up very progressively. Orbea have taken a different approach. In the standard mode such as Eco, Trail and Turbo, they limit maximum output to 700 watts and 130 Nm of torque. In return, the motor responds more than 3 times faster than the standard version, according to the manufacturer. It takes just 1/5 of crank rotation to activate the assistance. On top of that, the WILD LT lets you adjust the support ratio of each riding mode directly on the fly, using the right hand rocker switch on Orbea's handlebar remote, with no need to dive into an app. If you ever need the full sledgehammer treatment, the temporary boost mode unleashes the complete 1300 watts of peak power and a colossal 150 Nm of torque for up to 60 seconds. Another benefit of the RS tune is improved efficiency. Thanks to the optimized motor mapping, the system can reduce energy consumption by between 20 to 25%, depending on the riding scenario. This ties in with what Orbea call their one battery concept. The permanently integrated main battery powers nearly all electronic components on the bike: the motor, the Avinox touchscreen display, the electronic drivetrain, Orbea's own smart dropper, and on our test bike, even the electronic Fox Neo suspension system. As impressive this level of hardware integration might be, the software experience still leaves room for improvement. At the moment, managing our test bike digitally requires no fewer than 4 separate apps. The Avinox Ride app for the motor, the RS app for the dropper post, SRAM Axis for the drivetrain, and the Fox app for the suspension. Tech enthusiasts will probably be happy enough with that setup, but looking ahead, we'd love to see a single, unified app solution, even if delivering that is easier said than done. Let's take a quick look at the spec of our flagship model, the WILD LT M2S RS. Up front, you get a Fox 38 factory fork with a Grip X2 damper and a generous 170mm of travel. If you want even more travel, you can increase that to 180mm. At the rear, the travel is managed by an electronic Fox Float X2 Live Valve Neo factory shock. Using real-time sensor data, the shock continuously analyzes the riding situation and automatically adjusts its compression damping. Shifting is taken care of by an electronic SRAM XX Evo Axis transmission drivetrain paired with premium E13 Helix carbon cranks. And if you're generating this much speed, you need serious stopping power to match. That's where the SRAM Maven Ultimate brakes come in, clamping down to 200mm rotors front and rear. Our test bike rolls on Oku MC32 Team aluminum wheels fitted with Maxxis tire. Up front, there's an Assegai, while a Minion DHR2 takes care of the rear wheel duties. Both use the soft Max grip compound and the puncture-resistant downhill casing. One thing to note, standard production version of the WILD comes with a much tampered tire specification, so we would strongly recommend upgrading through Configurator. But enough theory, let's hit the trail. So how does the Orbea WILD LT perform on the climbs? Within the first few meters, the exceptionally balanced riding position stands out. Thanks to the steep seat angle, the front wheel stays firmly planted even on brutally steep pitches, while the rider sits slow and centrally integrated into the bike. This is where the Avinox M2S RS really shines. It delivers its power with impressive sensitivity, yet offers huge levels of support. Thanks to its ultra-fast response, the motor reacts instantly to every pedal input without ever feeling twitchy or artificial. Out on the trail, it often feels considerably more powerful than the quoted 750 watts suggests. The motor characteristic also makes a notable difference in technical terrain. Precise pedal kicks allow you to pick your way through rocky climbs with remarkable accuracy. And when you reach a nasty section, boost mode is always there in reserve, delivering another hefty surge of power exactly when you need it. Rear wheel traction is impressively high, with the rear wheel generating grip even in challenging conditions. The electronic Fox NeoShock also puts convincing performance. On fire roads, it provides plenty of support to prevent energy loss, yet it opens up in an instant when it encounters even small roots. The only minor drawback on climbs is Orbea's in-house smart rubber. In smart mode, it reacts with a slightly delay and lowers noticeably slower than the established competition. For most riders, that wouldn't be an issue, but for more performance-focused riders, would benefit from a quicker response. As soon as the trail points downhill, you can instinctively let the WILD LT off the leash. With the flip chip in the low setting, you're integrated deeply into the bike, which inspires confidence from the get-go. Despite its 170mm of travel and long 448mm chainstays, the Orbea feels remarkably nimble and agile. It's easy to lift the front wheel and flick from one corner to the next. Orbea has struck an impressive balance between high-speed composure and lively handling. The rear suspension works in a highly controlled manner, offering plenty of support when pumping through terrain, while simultaneously soak up every impact in rock guards. As a result, the bike remains exceptionally composed, even at high speeds. Acoustically too, the WILD LT is exemplary, with no annoying rattles to spoil the ride. During our test, we switched the flip chip into the high position. The slightly higher bottom bracket provides more ground clearance, while the steeper head angle makes the bike feel even more agile in the full 29er configuration. For us, this is the most balanced setup. If you have an even more playful ride, you can also configure the WILD LT as a mullet bike with a smaller 27.5-inch rear wheel. There was only one characteristic that stood out during testing. The front end is noticeably stiff, which could take a toll on your forearms on extremely long demanding descents. So who's the new Orbea WILD LT 2027 for? The new Orbea WILD is a highly capable all-rounder, aimed at tech enthusiasts and individualists who want one perfectly personalized bike in the garage to cover everything from relaxed after-work rides to demanding alpine enduro adventures. However, if you're after expecting a jack of all trades at a bargain price, or if the sight of a smartphone on the trailer makes you break out in cold sweat, the hefty premium price tag and the current app ecosystem may not be entirely to your liking. So what's the verdict? With the new WILD LT, Orbea demonstrate that going your own way pays off. Rather than joining the arms race for even higher power figures, they've used the Avinox platform as a finely tuned tool for their own RS ecosystem. The result is a remarkably versatile all-rounder with excellent traction, intuitive handling, and a serious high fun factor. It climbs efficiently with plenty of support and delivers a huge grin thanks to its impressive blend of composure and agility. The number of apps currently involved does require a bit of patience, but the one battery concept proves convincing across the board and simplifies a lot of things in day-to-day use. The new Orbea WILD LT doesn't make its case through a list of headline figures on a spec sheet. Instead, its strongest argument is the massive smile on your face after every ride. What do you think of the new Orbea WILD LT? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. You'll find all the details on the bike in our full review linked in the video description. Thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you next time.